Hi everyone, welcome to Gospel Chats with Neo. This is Neo Mudiapula Muramatlapani Moratsipane. Ngiya eBhayi namhlanje. Did I say it correct? Eqhebeka. Yeah, ngizothetha namhlanje. With the legendary Andile B, the only artist from PE who has been with joyous and spirit of praise. Welcome to Gospel Chat with Neo.
Thank you, and it's very for me it's an honor to be here. I'm humbled, and I just want to thank also to the viewers. Thank you for watching today. Hoping that you'll be blessed.
Yeah. How has it been? Would I say you've disappeared a little bit in our eyes?
Hey, my brother, it's a long story, but make it short. This industry, you must know your story, and also to appear. It's not an easy thing to stay on like level A1 all the time, because the speed humps then you have to go up. You have to work hard to go to Vele again to another. Yes.
You left Joburg for greener pastures. They always say that I'm going for a greener pasture. And you came to Joburg where you met Sipo, who was your first producer to work with, and you've done one album or two of him. One. And it never did well.
Yeah, because it was Afro pop. At that time, Sipombele wanted to, because he was also producing Ringo. So he wanted someone also who can do the same thing as
the same sound.
Yes, same sound. So I did the album perfectly at the studio. But the marketing of the album was very poor, because Sipo was very good in the studio. So in terms of marketing the album, it wasn't his strong point. So I had to get Izamu promote, but it was not working. And also I didn't have ideas of promoting this, because I'm a gospel artist. So I didn't know where to start to go. So that's what makes the album flop. It just went down. You understand? A good project at all. In terms of marketing. But in terms of production, it was a good album. Even now, people are still asking, what's your first album? I said, I don't know. Just disappeared.
But then, you are saying you don't know what happened to that album. Did you understand the business side of the music industry when you did that album?
No, not at all. Not at all. I was still new, because I was confused. Usipo wanted me to sing this kind of music. No, it's gonna work, man. It's gonna work. This thing, you know, people are used to gospel, but just try this thing, man. It's gonna work. But it didn't work. It didn't work because I didn't have an idea. Remember, someone's got this concept here. So I'm just pushing for the sake of recording that time. Let me go and do this thing. But as 3 months down the line, this thing is not for me.
And you never went home even after that thing never went down.
No, I
still wanted the green pastures.
Green pastures. You know what? Before I left PE coming to Joburg, I told my parents that my life is in Johannesburg. My parents said, no, man, you don't have family there. You don't have anyone there. And who's going to meet there? Who's going to take care of you there? I said, no, I'll see. So, for me to come to Joburg and get a disappointment from the first album and go home, that was going to be an embarrassment for me. And also, it was going to make my enemies to laugh. So I had to make sure that this thing works. This thing must work also on my father's side, because my parents didn't want me to come this side. So I had to make sure that let me make this work, so that I show them what my life also really is this side. Yeah. So I met Andy after.
Years after, where you did Akufu.
Yes, that's where I did the album first Akufu. And amazingly and surprisingly, when he told me about this, I was like, me singing on the streets? No, man.
But then, like, if you check even today, like, the streets are where it is now. Musica is closed. There's no any other stores that sells hard copies. If you release, you have to go digital. Unless you go back to the streets.
It's true. I was telling you the interesting story about this thing of singing the street. But now come, man, and try this thing. It works for me, this thing, and it will work for you better. Hey, I didn't trust this guy. I said, no, man. Singing on the street, coming from Joyous, and singing on the streets, it was about the ego, and also it's about strato. No. But amazingly, the first performance I'm on the streets, I sold about 120 copies. And that time I was singing cassettes. It was 120 cassettes and 50 CDs that time. So that's when I saw that changed my mind. That's when I started to respect the streets.
You joined Joyous for 2 years.
I was there for 2 years. It was Joyous 4 and 5.
And then you had solos.
Yes.
How was your experience with Joyous? And back in the days, even when people talk to them, they'll tell you, Joyous yokudala.
Yeah. For me, Joyous was because before Joyous, I was at the Shadow of Fame. Talent search. So Joyous for me, it was another step to my dreams of getting a project, which was a gospel project. Also being famous, also being respected musically. So for me, it was a platform for me to expose my talent and also expose Andile. Okay, this guy, Andile. Oh, wow. It was about that for me. But I knew that I'm not going to stay long there. I'm going to move to another level, yes. So for me, that 2 years, it was enough for me to do what I did that time. But Tunzilo, they didn't want me to go. They didn't want to go. I said, no, still early, man. No, we're going to do, then we can leave after 2 albums. I said, no. For me.
But how was it on a personal level, besides music, on those years there? Because we all know the industry, it's not how it is on the stage. There are a lot of issues happening behind the stage. There are a lot of things happening before you could even get on the stage. There are a lot of fights. There are a lot of what kind of cruelty. How was it for you? How was the experience for you?
There I've learned ufika kwami ukuthi when you get there, there were people already. I don't want to mention names. There were people who were undermining before even you take the microphone singing. And those guys, I was admiring them because they were there on the Family Factory and the other groups or whatever. So I was coming to these people that I know them from TV and and respecting them. But when I get there, I see another side of them. No, these people are not what I thought they are. And there's a lot of undermining here. Okay. So ngahlala, this guy, I introduced myself to him. One of these guys. Hey, Shopra, Nibano, Andile from PE. I was like, oh, okay. So you care. Okay, sure. Ngnak. Ngena umthunzi kuResal. Sifaka ingoma holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. It was and is to come. Umthunzi wathi was starting the Resal. When you're starting the Resal, when I call your name, you improvise the song. I was busy song. I was the last one to be called. The thing in 10 figure, it's my first Resal.
Yeah.
So I was the last one to be called. And one figure is introduced abantu abanginaki, because they don't know me. Umthunzi ongaziyo la nolindelana. Fike nhlale blah blah. So umthunzi asibize. So andibiza athi Andile. Hayi baba ngaqonda ukuthi laba ngifuna ubabonisa ukuthi le out iphuma iPE. Le iphuma eGqeberha ijwayelwa kahle. La into engizoyenza la ngizobabonisa mina another side of me. Hayi ngaphusha. Ngithe ngiphuma ke because immediately after ngiceda ucula wathi umthunzi break khona kusashekela into yamanje kusachekela taste kaAndile manje akunamuntu oyivaleleyo lento after ngihambile ngihamba phuma ku break ngaphuma ku break mfethu nje ngiphuma hey bra lo muntu benginyanza ku rehearsal uze baleke emveni kwamnyazo nje khona into baleka emva hey bra uthoba uyapi mfethu uthoba uya PE hle ntiya Uthi ngibani kabala ku mfethu Andile so ngabona lapho ukuthi okay la we undermined wena second day or third day that was a gentleman that one undermined me third day umthunzi yafika uthi Brian Andile I've got a word for you guys come here
Brian Tem
I aso Brian life can be so rough there's so much hate and confusion afika usister one naye ngizombiza ngagama umthunzi ngathi akwazi nobamba microphone lona hey man yandot angakaquli nocula lo muntu uyangi-undermine bengekho ku rehearsal ayizolo akangibonanga akekho ku rehearsal 2 days ago so uyafika manje umthunzi ngathi akwazi nobamba microphone lo hey ngambheka lo athi umthunzi hayi you'll be surprised athi umthunzi hayi not Andy bra thema ngena ingoma my deliver kwaphakama yena lo besithi angikwani bambe phone hayi buthi ngowapi so ngabona lapho so ngifunde umoya lapha undermine ukuthi la kuya undermine baba ngakwazi they don't respect you because you are here because you can't be enjoy a celebration ngakwazi ucula qala you can't be there in the midst of those people abakwazi ucula ube ungayazi into yenza and omthunzi they can elect you ube you understand so you don't have to undermine umuntu olapho ngamazi ukuthi wenzani you must respect him until you see ukuthi what uphethe ntoni lo muntu you understand so that's what I've noticed there and in terms of writing songs that's where I learned ukuthi you don't just write you arrange you've got a chorus you've got a bridge so those are the things that I've learned when writing because when I was just writing songs and zingana structure kahle so I've learned the structure the way of writing them and arrange them so a few things that I've learned and to the professionalism that's what I've learned from class.
And a few years later you went and you worked with KK on Joyous and you were also together on Spirit of Praise.
Yes.
From volume 1 to volume 3.
Yes.
And then since volume 3 like things should I say they went south or things never worked out. I don't know how to put it. But something happened.
Yes. You mean from Spirit of Praise?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, bro. As izinto, okay. To be honest with you, I can't say them here.
Yeah.
You know, there are things as a but that was another platform for me to learn the industry and to learn the other kind of people, because I was with Benji, I was with Soli, I was with Keke, I was with Tsepiso, I was with the Avis, I was with Zaza, I was with Makhaleme. So I've learned so many things there from different characters. That was another learned again, because that was another a level, because now I was dealing with solo artists who got already albums. So it was different characters with different is different, you know, the way they do things. So I've learned some things. Okay, because I'm doing it right. Tata lay right in years with Zokulangai. Tata lay right in slang and say years with Zopilangazo lezindo. So I've learned there, and Spirit of Praise was already, I was in the joyous. So the Spirit of Praise came being check what's gonna be the difference between the two. And I've learned what these are the up and coming here. Joyous. Ngapha already established. Yes, already established. So you must know how to treat them. You can't treat them the same way, and you must know what to say, when to say it. You understand? So, and in professionalism and the hard workers as being nazo on Spirit of Praise, hard workers, because these people already might go resal weekend or the day after, you know, those are the things in like different kinds of groups of people. So I enjoyed, but those were the two different things. And get the songwriters, like, because I was with KK, who's a songwriter, I was Benji, who's a songwriter, Usoli. So I was learning so many things. Okay, this is the styles, kaban. Utanda bali styles kanj. Oh, utanda bali styles. Oh, wow. So now I'm senses and the so now they appreciating my own style. So it was, and this push on again, because lapho bengo into za ego lapho uthi hayi umdala kunobani. We had respect for bani. Yazi ukuthi phelela lapho umhlaba wami nobani uphelela la. Respect until. So it was the different. That's what the difference between the two groups.
So like after volume 3, the Spirit of Praise, you kinda went quiet in the industry. Like we never saw much of you.
Yes.
Did something happen in your personal life and in your musical career?
Let me tell you something. Whilst I was in Spirit of Praise and Joyous, I mean after Joyous, before I joined the Spirit of Praise, I was busy on the streets. And there have been about 4 albums that I released before I joined Joyous. So, I mean, the Spirit of Praise. Then Opa, who was a promoter at that time, he saw me on the streets and called me to join them, the Spirit of Praise. Yes. So, after I left Spirit of Praise, I went back there. To where I was comfortable and you know, where people are used to see me like in taxi ranks, in the malls, and so that's where so many people knew Andile after Joyous. Yes, that's where I pushed myself. So Amanyamanduke, I was only not visible on TV, but Estratuen, I was there. Yes, I was there. I was there with the land. So there was nothing wrong, man. It was just disagreements there and there. But to me, I went back to where I feel comfortable, where I'm where I, you know, where I'm just doing my thing, where I'm respected, where people recognize what I'm doing, and some people come and give me testimonies. Wow, bruh, you know, there's another guy who came to me. He's originally from Rustenburg. So he's when I was in Pretoria singing Akuvuma Ntuli, and while hearing me for the first time sing Akuvuma Ntuli, he knew the song from his parents. The parents babethanda Andile B. So yena ngamazwi and uyayizwa nje lengo. So azangambona. Yes. So testimony wazanayo kum ukuthi when ubaba wakhe nomama wakhe barola nemoto accident. So mayifika emotweni kudlala akuvumi. And akazange ambone lo muntu. So mayengibona ePretoria manje uza kumsekhala somningi amangala uthi mina ngicabanga ukublesswa ingoma. Uthi no, this song reminds me when I got to the accident. Ku parents zami ngifike ukudlala le ngoma yakho. Ibingakwazi. So ngiyaqala ukubona namhlanje. So ngiyajabula ukuthi ngikubone namhlanje. It makes me happy ukuthi nangu lo muntu iparents zami bezimthanda. So ngabe sengicela lento ngisympathize naye kuye. So ngizama ukuthi there are so many testimonies about this thing, the struggle. Just 2 weeks back, I was in Kempton Park singing. This guy uza kum after I've sang. Uthi bra, my wife and I siya separate, and I'm working in here in Joburg. My wife ngishiye eMpumalanga. I was going there to kill her because yangichitela. Don't kodwa banengxabano zabo don't. But the song yakho ngenza ukuthi ngichange lo decision. I've got isibhamu manje, achungwanisa. Nazi isibhamu manje. Bese ngihamba lapho ngiyobulela umntana wami uyobulala nomfazi wami. Because of frustration that I had and indlela bengistressed ngayo. But your songs, the way you sing, bro, it changed. So those are kind of testimonies. Mina ezingikhuthazayo ukuthi lento sesitratweni angenza mistake. Omunye umuntu angayijonga ukuthi le uthi hayiwile Andile B what angiwanga lapha. Lapha ngiyashumayela la. Ibhizi la. Ngiyavangela lapho ngibetha enye into because abase TV babhizi TV mina ngibhizi la estratweni kodwa ngisaya nase TV bazongibona eTV bangibona estratweni. So I'm going to do both things, but phana ngizama ukuthi bantu bangayithathi kancane into sesitratweni. That's that thing, it works. It's got a big role edlalayo.
And do you think the ego is an issue amongst artists?
Bruh, what a question. Jonga, when I started this thing Stratway, people were like, wow, what's a handle moon? Why sends a land? So I've realized as time goes on, but I'm artist means I saw lendo because I tried to go to lendo degrade. Lendo kwenza ukuthi ube phansi uthathi kwenza ukuthi ube ngumuntu ojongelwa phansi ngabantu. Ujongelwa phansi njani? Jani uvangela ushumayela uguqula impilo zabantu ujongelwa phansi njani? Ikhona into ejongisa phansi for imali qala. Umuntu uhlele endlini akagigi akathini uhleli nje une CD akayibekileyo ebondeni ba hayi ngarecordile ngo19 bani nansi ayi CD yami khona yazi ithengwa nje ngo auntie no daba apha endlini nje ne relatives. Mina ngifune ithi i-CD yami ihlale all over bra ibe all over. So when you go to the streets and sing, those people they come and support you. They buy your music. It doesn't help ukuthi urecord uvuyele urecord urecordile nje hayi yazi why CD yami bayazi no auntie bamba. No, it's not about that. Go to the streets and sell the CD. Bunga time usiya studio ungayela ukuthi lento ihlale endlini okanye uhlale udecorate ngayo. No. So the mentality of artist amaninzi uthi hayi that is a strategy. Yenza be parts lento le. Hayi thatha uSifiso Ncwane was doing that. After he saw me. Waza kimi endlini yami uSifiso wathi B hayi mfethu bengithathela phansi lento. Hayi strong lento. Ngathi baba stratweni. Go to the people. Well, before just he passed away, Sifiso the last 2-3 years was busy on the street. Sifiso athi hayi B wangifundisa enye into mfethu. Mac Thembaletu is doing the same thing. I taught him, Mac Thembaletu, how to be on street. Thembelan, I taught him to be street. Luvuyo, MC, yeah. There's so many artists that I can count. That I show them, guys, their money is in the streets. Go and work in the streets. Don't be an artist of fault is ehlele endlini couching. No, it's not about that. Go and work. Be a hard worker.
So you're still going to do more?
I'm still going to do that. Ngabatshela nasestratweni guys ngizoyeka lento base ngivoice ukuthi ayiphumi. I'm still going ngizoza ngentonga la ngithi akuvuma ngithule ngiphethe ngihamba kancane. I'm still going to do this. So streets I want like ngikwazi usiyeka istrat.
Are you going to maybe record a new album or EP?
Already I've got an album that I released I recorded December 2020. It Mlilo Wezu and it's doing well online, and but one of the biggest dreams is to record the live recording, which I'm gonna be doing 2022. I'm busy with that now with my wife. I'm busy with that. We arranges into busy with that.
So 2022 is the manager.
My wife is my manager. Yes.
That's good. That's nice. That's nice. Yes. You're talking about already 2022. It's like you are thinking ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
We can expect some announcement with your live recording.
2022, so many surprises. Ezinye ngikafuna usithetha ngoba zise-under, yabona. Yeah, but there's so many surprises 2022. One of the things engizozenza 2022, just to highlight you, ngizokwenza i-duet no I understand.
Oh yeah.
Ushakasha. And then my wife is releasing a single. My wife is a singer.
Yeah.
Yes, she's releasing a single. So we'll be producing that single. Yeah, okay. And so few things. Ezinye angifuni usikhuluma, ngifuna ubone ababone surprises abantu. But 2022 is going to be the busiest year. Busiest. Kakhulu, hayi kancane.
But we are in a world of digital, be it marketing and all that. Yet you are still talking about going to the street. You are still talking. You are more emphasizing about going back to the street, where like it worked in your olden days.
Yes.
So basically, even today, it still works for you.
For me, it still works. It still works. Before, sorry, I 3 weeks. I went to Stegspreek. I went to Bloemfontein, Stegspreek, Welkom, Kroonstad. I went to East London. I went to PE. I went to Colesberg on my way coming back. So, they're still hungry. Andile, where were you? All along ngikhona. Banjwe nje lento i-coronavirus manje. Iyo nje ngibambile ukuthi ngahambi kakhulu. Kodwa ngikhona. I'm going to come back. So when this president clear kahle ukuthi yonke into you know, I'm going to go back and sing for those people. So that's my belief. Kodwa live izobe ngikhona. Digital izobe ngikhona. Ngabe ngifuna digital bazangifumana. Ngabe ngifuna estradini bazangifumana. Ngabe ngifuna ku TV bazangifumana. 2022.
And in terms of your company, I believe you have a recording company.
Yes, sir.
Are you working maybe with other artists there, signing up upcoming artists?
For now, we decided, let's focus for Andile. I used to do that, Kala. Under my label, which is Bebula Communications. So now we decided, okay, let's stop. For now, let's focus where Andile. The Seaborn with the brand, then that's when we're going to take the up and coming artists. So for now, we used to do that a few years back, about 3 years back, but we stopped because Seaborn would focus as a company. You know, let's stop and focus for Andile. Then when we see what Andile company then that's when we're gonna start.
Your production. Are you still trying to work on yourself to build the brand?
Yes, sir.
But then, like, for someone who's been in the industry for years, you're supposed to be a brand by now. I think you have like 15 albums. I might be wrong. Or more. 12.
Yes.
Yeah. You're supposed to be a brand by now if you are talking about 12 albums.
Yeah. No. You sign an artist. We don't want to sign for now. We want to rebuild the brand. Gandhi. Yeah. That's the aim. Then we're gonna take artists. Claim after 2 years, we're gonna take artists to come and join us. Yeah, to come and join us, 1 or 2, not more, because to maintain those artists, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
And what are the challenges for you as an artist? And then you also have to focus on being a husband. What are the temptations that you are trying to avoid? Because in most cases, you never travel with your wife, and it is easy for a man to fall.
I understand. There are temptations. I don't want to lie and say, no temptation. There are temptations, but most of the time we've got arrangement with us. If we, for example, I'm going to Bloemfontein, yena uyasebenza during the week. She comes weekend and join me. So we spend time together. So lo ndivala ukuthi kungabikho ispace ukuthi sikhumbulene ukuthi ubuya nini ekhaya manje wathi mdala sometimes as ixesha lehamba ngiyasuka nami ku promotion because ngihamba ndedwa ngihamba nabantu, so I leave them singing bona, then come home for a weekend or come home for esikhashanya lo 2 days or whatever during a week, you understand, just to ukuthi singakhumbulani kakhulu sivale lento ne responsibilities katata ekhaya yabona ngilungisela lezo zinto lezo. So we've got siyasivelela into ezinjalo, we are prepared to cover into ezinjalo because of experiences zami ze past. You understand, ngiyabona ukuthi okay nansi into ephazamisayo sometimes uphuma kwakho yabona ushiya ekhaya mama yedwa into, so we avoid to bus experience into enjalo manje this time around. Yes.
I hear your brother is also a producer.
My brother, yes.
And one of the best in PE.
Yes.
And are you working with him?
Yes. In the latest album, Umlilo, I worked with him. He's one of the co-producers of the album.
Okay.
Umlilo, yes.
So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family.
Music comes from the family.
Yes, and it's got a studio there at home. Yes,
okay.
That's where I record my things.
So like most of the artists, are you focusing from those from PE or
no?
It doesn't matter where you come from.
It doesn't matter. You record anyone. You come, you're welcome.
Okay.
You record any kind of music, you're welcome. But specifically, we are focusing on gospel. Kodwa xa kukho umuntu ofuna urecord amapiano and on, we allow him to come with his crew and work in the studio.
You are not only your mainstream is not gospel.
Not gospel, no.
Okay, no, that's good. You earlier on you mentioned that you are working on a live recording.
Yes, sir.
Most artists, they don't invest in marketing. They don't invest in having a PR team. They'll tell you we don't have a budget for that. But they'll have a budget for sound, they'll have a budget for band, everything.
Yes.
But when it comes to marketing, they don't have a budget for that. What seems to be the problem there, or because I'm Andile B, my name is gonna sell?
Yes, some of us have got that mistake. But now I've done my research with my wife before we go to the recording. It's not it because people when talk about recording, they think it ends there. Recorded, then it's done. No, there's also mixing, there's mastering of that project that you did, and editing, all these things, and also after you have to take that to TV. You don't just mastering. No, you have to take it so that it can be played. So, see, we've done our research, Tina. We're gonna follow each and every step, right step, so that it can be exposed, and also because marketing is very important for essential to once we record deal, you need to let people know it's gone, it's ready. Go and get it. It's online, it's on YouTube, it's on wherever. But saying to research CNZ, and we'll follow the right steps for it.
Yeah. Last but not least, are there gatekeepers in the industry? The gospel space.
Gatekeepers. What do you mean by gatekeeper?
Having to work with someone, and then instead of maybe opening doors for you, they try to block certain ways, especially when it comes to mainstream media. You don't get airplay in TV, you don't get airplay in radio.
For me, I haven't experienced that.
Okay.
No, I haven't experienced that.
Okay. No, it's good because like we tend to hear the same sound, same music every day, and then you meet up with people, they send out music, and then they don't get played. You ask yourself, is it maybe the album, it's not the quality for station, or there are certain things which are happening
Gatekeepers.
behind it?
I like the word.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's good to know, and it's good that we have you to share your story, and we can know what to expect from you. And you still go back to the street.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I really appreciate also our chats, gospel chats, for inviting me, and I really appreciate it.
No, all right. No, thank you. From Namurama Diapula. Before I let you go, we have a social media segment with our lady Musima Praise. But from now, until we meet again on the next episode, I'm out of here.
Hello everybody, my name is Musima Praise and welcome to our social media segment with Andile B. We are still hanging out with him. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. And how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for gracing us.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. So we do have a few questions for you. Just trivial questions, fun questions, nothing hectic.
Okay.
Awesome. So question number 1, if you were to write a song right now on the spot, what would you title it?
Never give up. Never give up.
Can you give us 2 lines?
You must never give up. Never. Never give up. Never give up.
Awesome, my dad. Top 5 places you've traveled to.
Top 5 places. It was Botswana. It was Mozambique. It was Lesotho. It was Cape Town. It was Bethlehem. It was which one is the last one? Durban.
Oh, awesome. And if you were to learn any 2 languages, which would you learn?
I would like to learn Swahili. I would like to learn
Asante.
Portuguese. Thoroughly, yes.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for gracing us once again.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. And remember, but what's on the line?
When I go for my mouth, the tool. Hi. When I go for me money, the tool. When I goes, I will form my the tool. Hi. When I go for me money, the tool.
Thank you so much. And remember that you can connect with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. It is Gospel Chats with Noah. Do remember to like, to subscribe, and most importantly, to comment. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you.